rapper. JD, ADQ'S, Fonte, another little brother presentation. Sending this out to the nation. I'm a hell of a problem, nobody has the answer. Movie spread it out like a body of cancer. My stanza, get it going like a car. Usher in a new era like this, y'all. Time's going stripped down, no minerals. A distilled MC, no chemicals, no subliminals. The rape charge, I shake it out. To the squad, my stand is ferocious. I'm so focused and I pray to God that the world knows this. Lord, you don't want no problems. I'm a nigga without a doubt. Yeah, when the sun goes down and the lights in the city get low. When the people around and it ain't no place. Start watching and the boys got their eye on the safe. Ain't nowhere to run and it ain't no the jokes. Strangle the air in your throat like you jump from a chair and choke in midair from a rope. Got a big gun and carry a scope, the flare in the smoke. You niggas quiet like words, librarian smoke. I'm arrogant, outlandish, blow your face out and shake out the dancing. The jakes won't make out the handprints. I'm as real as it gets. Walk and make niggas dark and them to split. It gets no realer than this. It's staying L's out, dropping that definitive shit. This should have been a double album, commemorative disc. Cause hip hop might need us. And in your town, no telling where you might see us. My whole team coming through with T's and white beaters out doing the damn things like beavers. Yo, it's beat to the H.O. I finished the job. Plus my Dominican bar, making me chili con queso. Working planning perfect verse to verse like a person that jerks from a circus cannon that land to the earth. It's me on the song feature your fleet breathing as strong as a gypsy reading the palm with a drawn heater. Never gone off the wrong reaper. A wrong cheap with a dawn ball as long as the bronze sneakers. Got ways of a thuggy. Think I will come and get you dressed like a bone of pistols and AKs in the bucket. Say it's blazing and lovely cause I'm bored with the gang. So I sat back, chill, drop on this thing. And a lot of rap niggas got lost. Heard fine chicks carrying tunes and soon even got soft. They didn't understand it was my next direction. So I'm playing postman and addressing questions like, yes, I'm still an LB. No, I'm not leaving. No, I don't eat meat, but yes, I'm still beefing. But all these rap niggas putting records out. This is all live, nigga, check it out. LBS still a fam on a mission. And I ain't worried about niggas fighting missiles, so they still when the sun goes down and the lights in the city get low. When the hood start watching and the boys got down to safe. From North Carolina to the third, ain't nowhere to run and it ain't no hide.
Hey, what's wrong?
Ain't nothing wrong, man. Hold on. I wake up, hey.
You look like something's wrong.
I'm trying to remember my line.
Yo, what up, baby? What's happening, man? Yo, shit. 15 minutes, man.
15?
15 minutes. When I say so stutter, that's
Okay, I got it. All right, no doubt.
It's live out there.
It's live?
You got 15 minutes.
Sure, I got it.
Just relax. Take it
Alright, I'm gonna relax. So, man, people out there, this shit gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna look crazy.
No, you'll be fine. Just be patient. Here, come here. Let me relax you.
Alright, hold on. It's live out there. Live? Sure, I got it.
Just relax. Take it
Alright. Relax. So, man, people out there, this shit gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna look crazy.
fine.
Great foul minds, y'all. Yes, sir. What up? Great styles be the ghosts. 1, 2. I say open the door, let me in. Teach us all, preach us in. Turn the key, let it slide. Give me 5 on the black hand side. The black hand side. Oh. Black hand side, black hand side. Oh. Black hand side. Give me 5 on the black hand side. tell you what I see through the black man's eyes. Fly chick in a Cadillac, a black man ride. But every different day, a different black man die. Shorty mama tripping off a crack man high. Now he watching TV, loving the bad guy. This boy with a welfare check, you know he African. His hand get healthy yet. Now he put down the knapsack. Got a crack pack. You don't understand if your vision ain't abstract. You in the project, a lot of us is lab rats. Hold it, hold mama, hoping he wouldn't have that. I still remember how the cell smelled. I still remember how the pigs act. Family crying up on the VI when the pigs act. Open the door. Help around, hoping that you saw. Now give me 5 on the black hand side. Go to proud minds, watch the black man rise. Teach us all, reach the sins, turn the key, let it slide. Give me 5 on the black hand side, the black hand side. Give me 5, black hand side. Battles of Navajo, the way you're making it rain. But never more stiffer with emotional pain. You expect never fit for the brain. Cause rain seeds plus soil eat fruits and rain. My hood told me nigga from the plane. So let me explain the game. Break it down a couple of levels like Tetris. Who's young is still their own blood for a necklace. Leave slumping. Lexus, smoke kush, wake up and eat breakfast. What the fuck you expect? A generation overly obsessed with monsters. Our revolutionaries want Grammys and Oscars. Imposters, fake orange and weak shoppers. Making a mockery of the music to be pop stars. And they say I'm insane. Cause I see the remains of the wits of the change. In my hood with my ain't all good. Never single mother struggling. Young child slain. Give me 5 on the black hand side. Let's maintain like a soul drain. To keep it moving together, I'm saying. Open the door. Let me in. Teach us all. Reach the sins. Give me 5 on the black hand side. Black hand side. 5, give me 5. Black hand side. 5, black hand side. Yeah, ball check. Give me 5. Style speak. Give me 5, give me 5. Foul minds. Give me 5, give me 5. Give me 5, give me 5.
Yo, what's cracking, my people? Welcome to yet another episode of ADQ'S Renaissance. I'm your host with the most, keeping it 100 from coast to coast through God our boast, ADQ. It is Wednesday, October the 7th, 2020. And right now, what we are doing is taking 1 second. That's what we're doing. We're taking 1 second. Please stand by. Yo, what's cracking, my people? Welcome to yet another episode of ADQ'S Renaissance. I'm your host with the most, keep it 100 from coast to coast. Through God, I boast. ADQ. It is Wednesday, October the 7th, 2020. Right, yeah. I tell you, this year is going by fast. But yo, we got a dope, lit, incredible, wonderful, powerful episode today. But before we get into it, you know, we're supposed to be streaming live on Facebook. Facebook on some bull crap. So you know what? It's all good. We're switching the plans up. So before we get started on this power, daggone. Again, welcome to ADQ's Renaissance. I'm your host with the most, keeping 100 from coast to coast. Through God, I boast. ADQ. So, before we get started on this power, y'all know how I like to start with the word. So, let's go Revelation chapter 3, verse 8. And it says, I know all the things you do. I have opened the door for you that no one can close. You have little strength, yet you obey my word and did not deny me. Dang, I just tossed it to the side again. What in the world is wrong with me? I am such a heathen. You know, good heathen. So, I read that because, last night, my song, I had rap on. I got to interview the incomparable Jovita Molina. You know what I'm saying? I'm just watching God open up doors for me left, right, left, right, left, right. You know what I'm saying? And in this particular door, I am going to get to talk to a goddess of the theater. A young lady who is an incomparable presence in the theater. You see that smile? You see that smile?
Yeah. I am so happy to be here.
I am happy to have you here. Now, whoever has been living up under a rock and you're wondering, who is this beautiful, beautiful individual who is smiling at me and so happy to be here? Let me introduce her to you real quick.
Hey.
Now, this young lady, her name is Morgan Elizabeth Jones. She was born and raised in Westchester, New York. That's why when you hear her say off, she ain't going to say no O. She's going to say all A-N-W, off. I'm like, there going is off. She began her performance journey at age 5, like, I don't know what, 15 years ago?
34 years ago.
Yeah, right. As a dancer and choreographer for her family's R&B and rap group. Hey. So that explains the whole rap video that I saw earlier. Wow. That was interesting. Really interesting. She went on to pursue a BFA in professional theater at this joint. Boom.
Hey, Aggie Pride. You got on your Aggie gear. Okay, sorry.
I sure do. But I'm about to transfer to Winston-Salem State, so yeah, no, it's love.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's
get your
love.
Education. Get it. Hey, you gonna be a Ram. It's all right.
It's all right. HBCU.
HBCU represented.
There, she won critical acclaim for roles in For Colored Girls as the Lady in Green, and in Blue for Alabama Sky as Angel Allen. She has an extensive resume, obviously, to follow. She was trained and mentored in dance by Dr. Eleanor Gwynn and Tina Liggins while pursuing her theater degree. Ooh, you know how many of us in the theater who cannot dance, who have 3 left?
Yeah.
I'm one of them. I am the most rhythmless Negro you'll ever meet.
You better get it together.
I'm trying. Morgan choreographed Langston Hughes. Shout out to Langston Hughes. Black Nativity as a student at A&T, which ignited her passion for directing and choreographing musical theater productions. After college, Morgan's talent was oh snap. When I say make some, you say noise. Make some noise. recognized by Christopher Play Martin of Kid and Play.
Yes, Chris.
And Cheryl Salt James of Salt and Pepper, pushing. Dun, 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 dun. And she landed a featured role in the musical Rise, where she shared the stage with Trina Braxton, Shar Jackson. Now, if y'all know who Shar Jackson is, Niecy from Moesha. Boom.
Yes.
Darren Henson and more. Tyler Perry then cast her as a featured extra in Medea's Family Reunion. That's the Medea movie where, Tyler Perry had lost all that weight. They were playing basketball. Cicely Tyson gave that long daggone monologue at the funeral. That was a dope movie until they had the angels hanging from the ceiling. What in the hell was that?
Yeah, it was a little touched. I wasn't there for that scene. I wasn't there. I couldn't stop it. Because the director in me would have, you can't do that on the Tyler Perry set as an extra. You can't.
That looked like that looked like Illuminati.
It's touched. But then when it came out, everybody was like, oh, look, the wedding scene is so beautiful. But now as time goes on, people like, that's a little scary.
Yeah. So then she began her freelance production company entitled Flowerchild Productions. The mission of Flowerchild Productions is to educate and create opportunities for performance artists to grow in the field of entertainment. Morgan has choreographed numerous musicals, including Groovin', Crowns, Pirates of Penzance. Dang, you did Black Nativity 5 consecutive years? Sheesh.
Woo! I did it at A&T and at the Barn Dinner Theater.
We're going to pretend like the movie never happened, all right?
Yeah, true that. I never saw the movie.
Count your blessings.
Still haven't seen it to this day.
Don't see it. For Color Girls and many more. She has also served as the artistic director and choreographer for many live stage shows. Flowerchild Productions' vision is to train and employ dancers and talent while creating productions that offer extraordinary, thought-provoking, energetic performance art. Morgan also teaches. Dang, this woman does not have.
I'm sorry. I don't want to leave anything out of my bio when I wrote it.
It's all good. Shoot, it is all good, Queen. It's your time. It's your time, my queen.
Don't.
So Morgan also teaches workshops in acting and dance, as well as provide movement coaching and artist development for entertainers. Her love for street dance. You must love the movie Breaking, right? Right.
What? I got one of my moves that I do in everything from Breaking, from my dude Ozone.
Oh my God. Oh, I love talking with fellow 80s babies. You're an 80s baby, right?
If you ever watch my videos, Adrian, you will see me do this in probably every one of my dance videos. That's where I got it from.
So you do what? Show it to me again.
It's called the stinking hand. I had to take that ring off. It's called the stinking hand. Hey.
I think Turbo was doing that.
In one of his battles with that little light-skinned girl, that little Puerto Rican chick was all in his face. And then he said, that means that was that battle move right there.
They had a Puerto Rican moment, it happens.
Yes.
Let's see. Her love for I already said that. Oh yeah. Her love for street dance and musical theater combined to create the most upbeat, energetic training for professionals and non-professionals. Pause. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Dang. All these beautiful pictures. Sheesh.
I got pictures? I got pictures up there?
Yeah, they call you Flowerchild because they would love to see you in the garden.
I'm about to go live.
Flowerchild Productions has co-produced, directed, written, and cast 3 films with Save the Art Films, a production company headed by the Grammy-winning songwriters Rasheem Kilo Pug and Pugh, and now I think Nakisha Rice. Stay up on my inbox. That Keisha Rice. Also runs it. So shout out to both of them. The films Takes a Village, It Takes a Village 2, and Find My Way the Musical are products of Kids' own film program where inner city youth are taught the art of film production and acting for free. These films will be entered in film festivals across the world to show our youth creativity and extraordinary creativity. www.savetheartfilms.com. Morgan's success has been featured in North Carolina A&T Alumni Times. She was awarded the 2014 runner-up for GCS, Guilford County Schools Arts Educator of the Year, 2014 Best Choreography in the Triad for Groovin' at the Barn Dinner Theater. She has received the Divas Shine Award for her work in the community and also the 2015 Feature Highlight Award for Best Choreographer. Most recently, she graced the cover of Entrepreneurs of Color and Secret Society magazines. Morgan's career has taken her to higher heights as she is currently choreographing, acting, and dancing in Shelly Garrett's Beauty Shop Divas Unleashed 30-year anniversary and featured in Danielle Williams's From Porn to the Pulpit. That's quite a journey. Her new products give the people what they want: a motivational dance DVD, creative inspirations, and inspirational adult coloring book following her abstract sketches, a hot new single called Go Off. I'm glad she spelled that with an O and not an A and a W. But
I started to. It was AWF, and then Rasheen Kilo Pugh changed it.
I saw Go Off.
Yeah,
It was dope. It was dope.
I tried.
Are part of her collection of her arts therapy collection. Morgan will be directed and sold out for her first original musical in 2017. It will play in Atlanta. It played in Atlanta in May 2019. She is a 16-year theater educator while running a business. She is dedicated to continuing in God's path. Top of my bow tie, retime my bow tie. Of inspiring, motivating, and encouraging through the arts. Ladies and gentlemen, after spending an entire 24 hours, please welcome Miss Morgan Flowerchild Jones.
Thank you. Thank you. You, Adrian, you did not have to read that whole thing. We could have just talked about it. We could have talked about,
What in the world is talk?
It's talking. What I'm doing right now, speaking, talking.
You're not talking, you're talking.
That's how you say talking. I feel uncomfortable saying talking. I sound stupid. See? Talking.
What's stupid? It's stupid.
Stupid.
Morgan, how are you doing, man?
I am overworked. Like, I got a lot going on because I'm transferring from elementary school to middle school. I have 15 years of middle school background teaching. So I went to elementary school when I got to Atlanta. So now I'm going back to middle school. So I'm digging. I'm old school. These are my lesson plans. Most teachers type their lesson plans. I have to write mine out first.
See, I'm trying to do my mathematics in my head. So when I was reading your bio, you did something at the age of 5, and you said that was like 34 years ago.
34 years ago.
34. I'm not going to ask you your age, even though you look like you're 22.
Ooh, child. Hey, I'm 39. I was born in 1981.
So you're an 80s baby like I am.
Yeah, I was born in 81.
I was born in 85.
Correct. I was out there breakdancing in 85.
I was out there womb dancing in 85.
You were definitely in the womb, popping and locking, getting it popping.
No, I wasn't popping or locking anything. I told you I have no rhythm.
What, ballet or something?
I have been in the ballet, but I was in the Nutcracker. But I can't dance, Morgan. I'm not like you.
You said you was in the womb dancing. Look
My
at me go.
womb dance was probably caused by me slipping on womb water or whatever. Anyway, yo, it is so great. It is so great to have you. I cannot wait to dive into your whole journey. See, ADQ's Renaissance was created for people like you, right?
I love the word Renaissance. It means it's the rebirth.
You know, see, this is the way ADQ's Renaissance operates. Mostly I have artists who are Black and see what dope art are they producing into the stratosphere.
Yes, come on, stratosphere.
But weekly I pull together the artists who aren't Black, who are Black and stuff, and we sit back and we talk about theater.
Love it.
So that's how ADQ's Renaissance operates. And I know that you after reading your 85-page long biography.
Have you seen my docufilm?
Your docufilm, your biographical docufilm?
It's a movie kind of biography. Yes.
Oh, that. No, I haven't. Not yet.
That's why I did that film, because I got tired of writing that bio being read places.
So I take it that the film is kind of like a semi autobiographical venture.
Resume. Yep, it is a visual resume pretty much. It shows me from the age of 5 all the way up to now and everything that I've done.
Hold on. I didn't see a little bit of your docufilm. It don't even run like 5 minutes long.
It's an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay, I didn't see that yet. I am going to see it. And I'm going to see it the same time you see Time. Boom.
Yes,
see?
We're going to watch at the same time. Let's go.
So you say, so it says so in your biography how you got started. So your family was a rap and R&B group, right?
My parents managed a band, and my brother and sister were in the group. I came 7 years after my brother and my sister, so I was younger. They were teenagers, and they were rapping. I wasn't hip to the rap game. I was a dancer, so I would dance behind them. I would break dance while they rapped on the block, on the street.
Who was the group? What was the name of the group? And did they collaborate with any major names?
Family Crushing 4, and we were indie, very much indie, underground. We used to perform on the pier at the Hudson River in Manhattan, in the Bronx, any block. We did not collaborate with any famous people.
Would you say that might have been kind of like the genesis of your own independent drive, of which you have to this very day?
Oh, most definitely, because I wasn't a speaker when I was younger. I had a stuttering problem. I was a stutterer.
Right.
So the only way I could get people to listen to me is through dancing.
So No, go ahead.
For the stutter, which only lasted about a year or two. But I learned to express myself through movement, and that's all I wanted to do was dance. And I would watch other dancers, and I started dancing harder and harder over the years. By the time I was 9, people was like, what is this little girl? What's going on in her body to where she dances this hard?
I used to like look at dancing and be like, hey, you're moving, you're making this move, you're making that move and stuff. I don't know how a dancer comes with so many so many movements, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But this is why I equate it to, right? I equate it, and my man Emmanuel Mallet, I think I pronounced.
Yes, I know Emmanuel. He's in Atlanta now.
Y'all both are in Atlanta. I'm coming to Atlanta. Y'all are in Atlanta, and my little sister's in Atlanta. I'm coming to Atlanta. I'm hollering at y'all.
You're doing very well out here.
I go to his church.
Yeah.
So So yeah, I'm gonna have to come down there and holler at y'all. But what I'm getting at is, dancing is, I've come to view as a non-dancer, dancing as expression. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like equate it to how a non-verbal student of mine used to express herself. She
Yeah.
used to express herself with facial expressions and movement. You are telling a story. You are telling a story with your body.
Body, exactly.
And anybody who just sit back and pay attention and stuff will know. Oh dang, they're not just throwing their hands in front of their eyes just like some John Cena thing. You can't see me. They're telling a story.
Exactly.
They're providing a full-fledged narrative.
Pay attention, correct. And sometimes we not into the lyrics. Like somebody asked me to choreograph WAP, I use the beat versus because I wasn't relating to the words like that.
Yo, if I was a choreographer and someone told me to choreograph WAP after hearing the whole song, I'd be like, okay, I want to know what to do. I'd be like,
Well, this was a woman who I do virtual lessons. So this was a woman who's dancing for her husband for his birthday. So that's something that she wanted to give him for a fantasy. So she wanted a dance to that song. So I did my best to act like I love the song because that's my gift. So I learned her and what she could do, and I gave her movements to go with, what's gonna be sexy for him for his birthday. Little roll pop.
man, what a gift that is. So tell me this. Well, actually, so if I was to like be able to put all of your artistic gifts in kind of like a package and stuff and see what comes first and foremost before anything else is dancing.
Ooh, that's
Am I right?
hard.
Because all of us artist types, a true artist is not a one trick pony. A
Correct.
true artist. Like me, I'm an actor. That's primarily what I do.
Yeah.
But also right. I came in the game as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? You came in the game as a dancer.
Correct.
You act, you write, you stand on set and watch people hang from the ceiling. you and now come to find out you rap too.
Well, I don't really rap. I kind of improvise that song and just have fun in the studio. I'm more of an MC. I took everything that I say in dance class. If you listen to Go Off, everything I say in dance class, I'll be like, let's go. Come on. When you walking into the club and they looking at you as fly as can be. So when I teach my dance moves in class, I'm basically rapping. Tink, pop, boom, cat. Yo, go off, I go off. So it wasn't necessarily me creating a rhyme. It was just me being myself, being authentic and not worrying about, oh, does this rhyme? Oh, does this sound hot? Swagged out? No, I just was myself on a beat.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
That reminds me of how James Brown used to rap back in the day.
Come on, James Brown. Ooh, Adrian, you have been putting some little jewels in my little.
That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying?
You've been hitting me with some stuff today, and I'm gonna tell you later.
Game recognized, game queen.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you later why this is so important right now. I can't spill the beans right now. It's a lot going on in my life, and this is the funny thing, Adrian, is people see me promote. I promote all day. I could be sitting in class teaching my class, and I'll put share. Leave it. Something else. I want to inspire somebody else. Share. I won't even go back on social media for another 2 days to say, thank you or talk to people, whatever, respond. But guess what?
What's up?
Nobody realizes that I don't share nothing until it's inked or until it's done. I move in silence. people don't even know the bigger things that are going on in my life at all, because I don't talk about them until they're done. So
The best
everything that I'm promoting is done. I
The
never
best
say,
move.
"Oh, I think I got an opportunity," or "I'm about to sign a contract," or nobody knows anything that's happening at the big tables. I keep that stuff private until it's done. Nobody knew about movies until the movies, oh, premiere night, $10, everybody come out, sell out. So it's so funny. I want artists to understand, don't be out here moving in silence and not promoting your work. That's not moving in silence. Promote your stuff that you've done. Moving in silence is not sharing stuff, and then the expectation doesn't come through, and now you like, oh snap, that didn't even happen. You see what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. See, the most powerful moves are made in silence. You know what I'm saying? But what you want to do while working on, while chipping away at what it is you're working on is, go ahead, sneeze.
It was a yawn.
Dang, I'm boring you?
No, you're not. Trust me. I work all day. Today was one of those days. That's why I was like,
It's all good, Queen. So, like I was saying, while you are like planning for that big move, you want to be chipping away and stuff, making sure to build up a brand for yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay, like here's an example. You hear the name Beyonce. Beyonce's a brand. Everybody know Beyonce.
Correct.
But with zero promotion, she dropped Black is King on us, and everybody and their mama flocked to it.
Yes.
I'll give you another example. Let's see. Okay. Here's a way that I've moved in the past. Well, not the distant past, last year, right? Okay. I knew that I was going to put up time, right? Mm-hmm. I would tell people about it, but I didn't like go heavy on the promotion until until August, right? Okay. What I was doing was I spent the entire year directing, appearing in plays, I co-wrote a short film, you know, continue to build upon the brand that is ADQ, right?
Right.
And then when time came along, packed out Call Clue. I saw people there from my Guilford College days, from Winston-Salem days, from UNCG days, from church, lots of all that. You have to go to different places to plug away, but don't be that loud one in the room going, yo, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. Do it in silence, or else you will be a jackass going, hee-haw. Yo, it comes time for you to drop something, you ain't got nothing.
And people want to see you fail.
Yes.
There's so many people that's jealous that you don't know that are jealous of you, and you put out, you about to do something great, they'll pray, them evil spirits will bring your whole project down to where it don't happen. Trust me, sometimes you got more devils speaking over your work than positive people praying over your work that it'll be successful. So if you let the devil win, that's on you. The energy, you let the energies in, then that's what happens.
Well, my prayer is that, you know, me, you, Lowe's, Black, Emmanuel, all of us artistic people who love it, who go around the clock doing something artsy, that we all have a seat at the table.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you this: I don't believe in trying to fight for, you know the whole Oscar so white movement, right?
Yes.
I don't believe in fighting for a seat at a table. I believe in making my own table.
Thank you. I'm all about that. Like, I have people always wondering if I'm trying to be a part of this or trying to be a part of that. No, I am building my audience. I am over here doing this right now. Like,
for the whole Oscar.
I'm sorry, I'm watching this, trying to make sure it works. Can you hear it?
I heard the sound of my beautiful voice.
Okay, so it does. Okay. But that's the thing, is people put me in a box all the time. People put me in a box and they're like, oh, so who you want to work with now? Who you want to do? Nobody. Like, are you familiar with Vanessa Ferguson?
Vanessa Ferguson. Yeah. She from Greensboro, yeah.
Vanessa was on The Voice, and I have been in Vanessa's circle for a while. Vanessa doesn't particularly do dance music, but she has this flow about her that's so sick. And she's one of the artists I would love to be her Fatima Robinson, or her, like Paula Abdul was for Janet, or Fatima Robinson was for Fatima worked for a lot of artists. But I want to work for an artist, Paris Notoria. There's some Greensboro artists that, like Missy, I always wanted to choreograph for Missy, always wanted to choreograph for Brandy. But guess what? It's the people that I see in my own quarters that I would prefer to be their choreographer, creative director for their concerts. So when they go mainstream, we got it out the mud. You feel me? But it's like, I can't even get the opportunities to do anything because I don't know. Everybody has their cliques. Everybody has their own thing going on. And so let me tell you a little something about cliques, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you a little something about cliques. Cliques are stupid if you ask me. They limit you. Like, if you look at my wall, you will see that I'm like one of the most non-click people ever. Mm-hmm. There are black plays on my wall. There are white plays on my wall, and I'm about to put up a play that is very Hispanic flavored.
Yes.
I'm part of the I'm part of the black artist community here in Greensboro. I'm part of the theater community.
I noticed that about you.
So what?
I noticed that about you.
Like a couple weeks ago, I had a talk with my man Nat Man. And I've been talking with my dude GP. Guess what? They're both rappers. They're Christian rappers, right?
Yes.
Christian hip hop artists. Great ones too. Yeah, yesterday, this show, the creators of this web show in Winston, it's Riley, Aaron Dirth, and Dan Beckham. Shout out to them. It's white. They're white, right?
Yes.
I rapped their theme song for that particular episode.
Okay.
They shouted me out and my play.
Gotcha.
So you can't put me in a box. You cannot click me anywhere because I'm plugging away at multiple places, having as many people as possible saying, yo, let me see what ADQ got going on. If you're a true artist, you have to do that, or else you are going to pigeonhole yourself and put yourself in a quicksand.
Correct.
So what I want to know about you is, at what point did you decide to capitalize upon your independent spirit? No, not what point. What caused you to capitalize upon your independent spirit and decide, you know what, having a freelance production company, this is a mighty, huge, ballsy step to take? What made you say, you know what, forget it, I'm throwing my cards on the table, I'm doing it?
What made me do that is my struggles with the industry. I didn't want other artists. I didn't want other artists to go through that. And so me not wanting other artists to go through that, I said, I'm casting raw talent. I'm going to cast raw talent for my production company. And they're also going to be mentored. They're going to become employees. I'm going to get them money. Because I always would go and do free shows, free here. Oh, well, you have a lot of talent, but we don't have any money for you. And that was all in North Carolina. It was always everything free. And they will always get paid. I'm like, people are paying to come see this show. So you mean to tell me the director is collecting the money, or the funds that people are paying goes toward the venue and not the actors who are actually entertaining the crowd? So Flowerchild Productions creates the my sister's joining us. Say hey.
Hey sis.
Hello.
I'm blessed,
Yeah,
Black,
we
and how
must
you
have a
doing?
podcast on Sundays. But I wanted people to see, okay, I don't have to reach over here to do a production with this person. I can write my own production and direct it the way I see it. If I have a cast already under me that I'm training and mentoring, I can go ahead and pay them because they're going to play the characters. They got the acting down, they got the singing down, the dancing down. Why not cast these people? And if I have to reach out for one or two more actors, I will. You feel me? So Flowerchild Productions came from my rejections and not wanting other artists to go through that. So I said, if I'm going to choreograph productions and people pay me to choreograph events, I'm going to hire my own dancers. But instead of always hiring different dancers, I had a set group of dancers who were loyal to the vision, because I wanted that team to go to the next level together. If we all go, if one go, we all go. But it don't always work out like that. I've had dancers from Flowerchild Productions dance for Mariah. I have dancers that dance for Janet right now. I have dancers that dance for Beyonce right now. And I talk to them all the time. I'm not looking for no handout like, oh, get me on with Beyonce. No, I'm here doing plain a new age cabaret. Welcome home, Uncle Silky. Find my way. This is indie. It's from the ground up. I'm not asking for a commercial. Ooh, I'm not asking for fame. I'm not asking for riches. I love this.
You know,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent like that, but
excuse me. This is your time, okay?
oh,
Flower
okay.
Child, we're in the garden, okay?
Come on in the garden. How you know about the garden?
Well, you
know
go
about
in the
the
garden,
garden.
you dig, you do a little digging, put
Yeah.
some seeds in.
Yes, you sow seeds into the garden, and then you see this beautiful plethora of. I watch my flowers out all the time. Like, I don't know if you know April Washington, who's on Flowerchild Productions. She's building sets with her boyfriend. They build sets for productions. Paris Sade is in Florida teaching big dance classes. Like, it's a movement, because Flowerchild Productions is a stepping stone. It's not, and dancers, people always say, can you manage me? Can you manage me? Can I be a part of your agency? I'm not an agency. I am, let's get your resume built. Let's network you. Let's get you some pictures. Let's get you trained. Now you go out in the world and make your millions and go do what it is that you do best. This is a stepping stone, Flowerchild Productions. You see what I'm saying? And it's funny because, Adrian, people talk about me. People say Morgan uses people. People also say, don't put Morgan on your project because she's gonna put Flowerchild Productions all over it. Hell yeah, I am.
I mean, if you want to put Flowerchild Productions all over this episode of ADQ's Renaissance, I won't.
But
really
that's what I'm saying, Adrian. People don't understand. I am a brand. I'm a business because I put my work in. I put in years of work for a project to be great. Of course, I'm going to put my name on it. If I'm giving you an opportunity, it's your job to invite different directors. It's your job. I'm not using you. You're supposed to use this opportunity to get to the next level. That's on you, not me.
Well, see,
I'm giving people an opportunity. I want you to be seen. You have to invite directors and other agents to come see you. Get your pictures, post it, promote it, get your audience here. That's what pisses me off about, especially that small damn city, Greensboro, because they do that.
Well, see, I'm not fighting for Greensboro, but I'm coming from a place of understanding.
Yes.
See, you got that New York hustle ingrained in you. It's in you. Okay, it's in your DNA. It's in every single piece of your being. New York is a hustle. I learned that when I was there. Everybody got hustle. I wrote that as a song when I was on the plane ride back here in North Carolina. I was like, everybody hustle. Everybody hustle.
Hey.
Everybody got to hustle in NYC. You got to hustle. You're a hustler. Guess what? Here in Greensboro, lights go out. Everybody asleep at daggone 10 o'clock, right?
Right.
And that has played within that has played into the psyche of people in which their hustle is limited. A lot of people here in Greensboro, is the minority who is like, yo, I'm going to work on this around the clock, and I'm going to see y'all in ATL, LA, or New York, or even overseas somewhere, right?
Right.
But the regular person, the regular Joe is, okay, I got my 9 to 5. I'm going to do my 9 to 5, and then I'm going to get on this and put whatever time I have into it before I clock out. Me, I'm like, yo, I'm up writing rounds today, going 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff.
Correct.
I think about that song from Hamilton. Why do you write like you're running out of time? That's the way you're supposed to be.
Right.
It is the person with.
Tell him I know Leslie Odom.
She's friends with Leslie Odom.
Y'all got all these famous friends. Y'all making me want to ask to get.
This is my New York plug right here. My sister's international artist in New York.
Sis, I need to get you on the podcast.
Yes, you definitely got to get on his podcast.
Definitely.
Yes.
Y'all need to get me on y'all podcast. But
we got to get Adrian on our podcast when
yes.
he is awesome. He does everything. He's amazing.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
But what I'm getting at is, it's not the regular Joe who gets the gig and whatnot. It's the anomaly. You know what I'm saying?
The anomaly?
The anomaly. You have to be that person sticking out while everybody else is asleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. You up working. You practicing monologues. You practicing dance moves. You are going over poses if you're a model. You are doing something to make yourself better.
Whatever you got to do. And our show this Sunday is about criticism. If you can't take the heat, get the hell out the kitchen. Oh, yeah. If you can't take do you know how much criticism I take in and I correct it and I fix so because criticism is embedded in me, when I meet someone who I'm like, man, this person is amazing. Let me just let them know if they do this, they can go next level. So many people will be like, what? I don't want to do that. Or that's stupid. Or how she thinks she gonna tell me, I'm just giving a idea of what will make you better. Because that's what Flowerchild Productions does, is helps people to go to the next level.
Where did the name Flowerchild Productions even come from?
I was at A&T and they asked me to choreograph for Blue Rain, which is the dancers at halftime for basketball season. They used to be called Aggie Essence. Then Aggie Essence was dancing too nasty, so they canceled Aggie Essence. And they formed Blue Rain and they asked me to choreograph. So that was my job for about 8 years. I choreographed for the university dance team. Mm-hmm. As a junior. Mm-hmm. And they were like, you are such a flower child. I took some of the girls and I gave them work outside of the college. And we did Tom Joyner's Sky Show. And people was like, you just help people bloom. Like a lot of my girls was like, I'm blooming. And I was like, okay, flower child. And I was a flower child. I'm a hippie. I'm a new age hippie. Everything about me is, hey, everybody, let's go. Hey, So when you think about hippies,
Black privilege. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we're not in the 60s anymore. It's 2020. I'm hip hop. I got an attitude. I'm a flower child with a 2, with a new age flower child. So it's like, I want to see everybody grow, but at the same time, I'm a hippie. I'm a 2020 hippie. I'm all about having fun and sewing into people and changing the damn world.
So Miss Hippie, if I told you that my original vision for this podcast was sitting in a coffee shop with a latte to my right, red, black, and green Pan African flag right here, boom, RBG, there you go, come on, show the RBG, boom, there it is, RBG flag, and a book or two, like Miseducation of the Negro, the 50th Law, 48 Laws of Power, the Bible, Up from Slavery, whatever, or definitely a couple of August Wilson plays, because August Wilson is my man.
Yes.
If I told you all that, you would say,
I would say this is amazing. I love this ambiance.
oh yeah. So okay, I was wondering, and I was squinting my eyes like that because you was talking about Blue Rain. I'm like, how in the world is someone gonna call themselves Blue Rain, especially someone who was from the Purple Rain era?
Well, Blue Rain was Aggie colors, and we wanted our basketball team to win. So you reign over the blue and gold.
Y'all should have called yourself Blue Conquerors.
Well, that was the university that named them. It had nothing to do with me.
Okay, I'm not going to judge you.
Okay.
But yeah, I've learned. See, this is one thing that I've learned. You got to look inside. You got to be able to. You gotta have that spirit of discernment and know who you're dealing with, right?
Right.
Like, I've come to the conclusion that, and we talked about this earlier. I come to the conclusion that whatever doors are going to be open for me. I thought Sis said something. Whatever
she did.
I'm sorry.
You good. Whatever doors that are going to be open for me, Adrian, I'm going to have to like either bang on like the police or kick them down myself because I'm like 5 foot. I'm like 5'6", 5'7", stocky, really big head. I got locks now, and stuff. You put me in the crowd of actors, you're not going to choose me. I'm probably going to be chosen for the thug. I'm going to be chosen for the thug role or the comic relief based off of my personality. And it's only someone who is short-sighted who would not see that there are layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of ADQ's abilities.
Got you.
That's where you go from a talent for hire to a boss saying, yo, okay, you gonna sleep on me? Fine, go to sleep. Have a good night's sleep. I'm gonna be up working.
Oh, hi. So nice. He looks so nice.
People, she's not smiling and waving at me.
Aw. No, it's my brother-in-law.
What's up, brother-in-law?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm on a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's called ADQ's Renaissance.
No, they can't see you.
They can't see me.
I can't see none of y'all, but I could daggone sure hear you.
I'm sorry, Adrian. Me and my sister are very close, so she wanted to support, but I don't think you couldn't get to the interview. You couldn't see it.
Where is it?
It's on my page.
Ma'am, you can support because if you go on Facebook, I tagged Morgan in the post, so it should be on her page. You click on the link and you can come through.
Click on the link and come to the YouTube live. It's on YouTube
share
live.
And share it.
And share it. Share it.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Tell all New York about it, especially Leslie Odom.
Celebrity.
Wait for it's my favorite song in Hamilton.
Yes. Okay. She should be popping up in a second.
But yeah, when you spend enough time in this game and we pay attention to your surroundings and whatnot, you're gonna learn who's who. Like Emmanuel, that man's a hustler. That man's a go-getter.
Yes, he is. He loves to grow and get better I noticed that a lot of dancers, I'm totally not in that box of dancers that, you know, frequent the dance classes everywhere. I tell people I'm not going to a dance class because when y'all go left, I'm going to go right. Because as a creative, I've never been that girl who goes and trains to dance. I am an artist. I'm not going to train. I went to A&T to get the business aspect, to get the stage management, to get the costuming, to get the vocabulary, to get the, nobody can teach your ass. I'm sorry. Nobody can teach you.
Whoa, time out. Whoa, Black on the play. Teacher, what were you apologizing for?
Because I was going to say ass.
I don't care what you say. You're a grown woman. Go.
Nobody can teach your ass how to act, how to dance. Nobody can teach you how to do anything. They can give you the formula, they can give you different techniques, but at the end of the day, that shit gotta be in you. That's a chosen, many are called, few are chosen. I'll be saying that all wrong, but it's still the right idea. The arts is the universal language that keeps the world going. Adrian, nobody can teach you the art of acting because it comes from here. And I can tell you right now, just from having a conversation with you, that if I gave you a script, you would kill it. Because it's in you, it's a part of you. I can feel you're giving me that. And that's the part of the Flowerchild life. That's the part of the lifestyle of being a flower child, is that I see that shit. I know when I'm in the grocery store, that young lady sometimes say, what do you do? Oh, I'm a lawyer. Can you come to this audition, please? Because you're giving me something else. Or I might say, your energy is, I've never had auditions. I've never had auditions for Flowerchild, the production company. Only when I do a play do I have an audition. But when I feel something coming off of somebody's aura and their spirit, that it factor, I make sure, come see me. Come see me at this address at this time. And normally 9.99999% of the time, they gravitate to me and I gravitate to them, because that's what happens with the sun and the water and the seeds and the you feel me?
I feel you, Queen.
Men too. It's not by accident that me and you had a connection today. It's not.
I don't believe it.
And I've never had a conversation. You sent me a piece of your writing back in the day, and me, I'm so ADD. When people send me writing, like now I do writing consultations. So you have to send a deposit. You have to send your consultation fee. Once I get that fee, I start reading the writing. I don't read writing. I have to be in your presence and feel your energy. And that night, I might think about you and go to my email and say, that was an interesting young man today. I want to read what the hell he be writing about. I got to be in it. You see what I'm saying? I got to either be getting paid for it, real shit, or I got to be feeling it because I got bills.
Well, you know, that's one aspect of the artist's life that I really feel like, okay, I'm in the underground hip hop like you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite, one of my top favorite groups is Little Brother, right?
Yes.
I was watching an interview that they were doing, and Big Pooh was talking about, rapper Big Pooh was talking about having to drive Uber and do other jobs to make ends meet in between albums, right? Mm-hmm. Vontae was talking about all the hustles that he do. He's part of Questlove's podcast. He's done some voiceover work. He raps in Little Brother. He's a solo rapper. He sings with Foreign Exchange and stuff. And he was talking about just trying to get to just trying to take care of the first of the month. And that's real. And when I'm like, okay, do I want to like be like Jay-Z and be a billionaire, or do I want to just grind and hustle and whatnot to get to make sure that the first of the month is good? I ask myself, which one do I want? And I think about the scripture it's in Proverbs. It says, Lord, don't make me rich, don't make me poor, just give me enough of what I need. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. And that's what that's what I want. I want to take care of the first of the month, but I want to be good, but I also want to get as much out of life with, just continually grinding and grinding and grinding. You know what I'm saying?
True that. I feel you.
So now let's talk about the creative aspect of what it is we do, right? I sent in an audition for playing a new age cabaret, right?
You say you sat in an audition?
Yeah, I did. We were sort of communicating at that time.
Oh, okay.
But
you saw.
No, I sent in an audition.
Oh, you sent in a video. Okay, I got you. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, but hey, one thing that I learned about being an artist and stuff, you're going to hear no's. You're going to hear more no's than you're going to hear yes. I heard a no. I had trouble accepting that at that time. But now looking back, I'm like, hey, again, you're going to hear no's, you're going to hear yeses.
Yeah.
I look at the people who you had in that joint, my man Big Lowe's, my man John Black, my man Adrian and Canham, among others whose names escape me at the moment. You had Stat Cash, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, when I think of a cabaret, I think this is a musical, or at least an opera, right?
True that.
Big Lowe's, shout out to you. I love you, sir. Thank you for watching. Black, I love you, man. Thank you for what you did for Battle of the Books. Morgan's gonna watch that and she's gonna love it. Adrian, I love you, brother. Adrian Power. But y'all, I've never heard y'all sing that one freaking note my entire life. How in the world did how did playing happen? How did you put it together? Please tell us about playing.
Okay. I went through a really ugly, verbally abusive relationship, marriage. It's my truth, whatever.
Right.
Through that, I had needed some therapy. My therapy was writing. I wrote about my life. I wrote about the abuse. I wrote about not feeling sexy, about feeling overweight. He made me feel like I would not be successful without him. He told me that I should be happy that he's not cheating on me or hitting me. Yes.
I just want to say, if you by any chance ever internalize any of that BS, I couldn't watch the Curve video, okay?
The who video?
The Curve video, the Curve video that you got on your site. The Curve, curves.
Oh, yes, okay.
I could not watch that and still maintain somewhat of a professional demeanor. So if you ever internalize that BS, that's exactly what it is. It's crap. So please continue.
Thank you. Okay, so I went through 3 tubal pregnancies, and during those pregnancies, I was just like writing. I wrote It Takes a Village Part 2 during that time, and I was writing Plain. I probably wrote Plain like 35 times, over and over and over. And I started teaching burlesque classes to women, sexy classes, urban burlesque, because I was trying to get out of a depression. And so I started inviting women to come dance with me. And we would wear fishnets and we would find our sexy and get in the mirror and be like, yeah, girl, ow. And then we would post it on social media. A lot of those videos went viral and gave me that push I needed to keep going after choreography. So Plain was written, but I was like, I can't produce this because I'm going to make him look crazy. People are going to know this is about us. And I said, no, they're not, because it was loosely based on my relationship. I said, I want Angela. My mother showed me cabarets growing up. White, right? All European. Pretty much all of them that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, cabaret, all of it, all that jazz. Like it was all Caucasian women. So
I gotta get this. I gotta get this out of my system real quick since you said Chicago. Real quick. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane. Should have been.
I know that entire soundtrack. Don't get me wrong. I respect every musical. I just wanted to see us. I wanted to see Black women in a cabaret.
Yeah.
And Black men. But I wanted Angela. I wanted a live band. I wanted a DJ. And I wanted Angela to be the only one to sing her story. Angela is me. If you watch Plane, I have Plane for free on YouTube. It's available. I haven't been showing it because I stepped it up a notch and had all original music written, and I redid the entire show for the Atlanta show. But I'm not happy with it, but I've been showing it to people, who want to invest in it. So anyway.
Maybe they're happy with it. Dang, show that mug.
Tiffany Murphy. Do you know who Tiffany Murphy is? Light skin glasses.
I know who Eddie Murphy is. No, I don't know Tiffany Murphy.
Okay, so Tiffany plays me. She plays Angela in the production. She came to one of my dance classes. When I tell you she exuded everything that Angela exuded, I was looking for an Angela. She was in my dance class and I said, man, I really need Angela, like you would be perfect. And I said, do you sing? Adrian, I lied to you not. This girl started singing and blew me away. And I said, she can carry this whole show by herself. All the girls in the show, they do all the dancing behind her. They're her friends. Like girls trip type thing. And I'm gonna tell you this. Plane came out June 2nd, 2017. 4 Friends. Angela's the 5th. Girls Trip came out in August. Everybody was saying how much Girls Trip remind them of Plane. Crazy, but it's two totally different stories, but still it made me feel good. I was like, okay, people relating my shit to some big shit that's out there with a big budget.
Your stuff is some big stuff. Remember that.
I love what you're saying, but I want the world to see. The world went to see that movie. You see what I'm saying? Because they have a big budget, they have money to make it a motion picture.
They have easier access to the world, but you can still let the world know.
And I am until the pandemic happened. We had a 10-city tour going. March 14th was the first city, which was Greensboro, North Carolina. Pandemic happened on March 14th, and they shut down all the venues, and I had to cancel the first showing. But it's okay because we rocking out. So I said, Sean, who is kind of like who my ex-husband would be, the abusive guy. Carlos has always given me this type character about him. It's something about Carlos. And I know actors can go into, Carlos is a sweetheart. He's a teddy bear, but he also has that assholishness that he can portray.
Only when he's talking junk about Color Purple.
Right. Like, really, Carlos? So he had, that character had to exude that, what? You ain't all that. I ain't even trying to be with you. I'm trying to be with her.
So Carlos played that guy?
Yes. Now, this is what happened. I had somebody else playing, I want to say Bruce. Do you know Bruce? Pretty hair, tall, skinny Bruce. He does a lot of plays in Greensboro.
Dang, I must be up under a rock because I barely know.
Okay, well, we got booked again. We did the show again in Atlanta, and Carlos said, oh, Morgan, I'm booked that weekend. I said, who the hell can play Sean? That's when you auditioned. And you didn't, I couldn't get the, what? That, I didn't know you like that, so I didn't see that in your audition.
Watch time. Watch my playtime. That's all I got to say today.
Time. Okay. So John Black, I was like, John's so damn sweet. I don't know if John clicked. Then I was like, John, do this role. Let me hear you read it. He did an audition on Facebook Messenger. He did the monologue. I said, oh, he got it. So John was able to come and do the Atlanta show. So that's how I went from Carlos to John. But I'm one of those people, once you step out and somebody steps in, I'm going to keep that person in. If I ever do the tour, you know, Carlos had got busy anyway, doing comedy shows, doing his production. I said, Carlos is working. John Black was working too. But I have to stay consistent to what Tiffany's used to. I can't be switching Sean's out back and forth to accommodate the actors. I have to accommodate the show. It's about the audience. It's about, you know. So I kept John in, but that's how that happened.
So I had my hands buried. I had my face buried into my hands that moment because I'm relieved that John Black ended up playing him. I mean, yo, Carlos is a great actor, definitely, right? But would you agree that in a lot of urban projects, brothers that are both my and Carlos's skin complexion are put in the villain role?
I agree to a certain extent because I personally was looking for a dark-skinned man to play Brian. Brian is the guy who comes and says, Angela, you don't have to change who you are. You're beautiful. I love you. He's educated, college graduate, helped her find herself. But I was like, and that's why Carlos played Sean at first, because of the attitude and the acting, just his, you know, the two guys that I had that were light-skinned playing Brian, they just had the demeanor. They couldn't have played the asshole because they
wasn't Adrian one of them?
Adrian came in after Stanley. Stanley was an actor who was just starting out, and he had some conflicts with getting to rehearsal, and I have to take care of my cast and the show. It wasn't about how much I liked him and how, you know, favoritism was one of those things that don't sit with me. If you can't be at rehearsal at a certain time and you can't respect your cast members, bye. I can't rock with you. And I'll love on you forever. But when it comes to my production and everybody's getting paid the same amount and you're not doing your job, peace out. I don't even care.
Yo, as I am currently putting together my play, Aprende Español, I had let a cast member go because I was getting bad vibes from him. I was getting messages like, can we end practice at this time? I need my beauty sleep. I gotta do this in the morning, so can we do? I'm like, okay, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but maybe you could agree with me on this. So if you have another project going on, well, let's just use playing as an example. If someone has another project going on, great, you know what I'm saying? Great, get as much work as you possibly can. But then don't say, hey, I can't make rehearsal because I got to do this. Especially when you got cast in playing first, right?
Right.
Like, don't tell me that you got to ghost my rehearsal and stuff because you gotta do another project. You gotta take time away from my project.
You don't want to do it. Don't half step my project because you got something, because you want to do both. Choose a priority and stick with that.
Exactly. Like I told you. 1 week, I remember 2 weekends in 2017. I had two films going on in production. one that I acted in, another that I acted in, but mostly I co-wrote it. And the following weekend, I was acting in the play, right?
Right.
I gave all 3 projects my all. But anyway, I digress. Back to playing. And you had to get rid of the new actor for Adrian, which personally, I think that was a great move because I want to work with Adrian.
Adrian's amazing. He's so easy to work with.
Yes.
And he's so easy to work with. Sometimes I want Adrian to be like, man, forget all this. Like, I just want him to get mad at somebody one day and but him and John Black have the same work ethic. It's like, okay, what are we doing now? We here to work. Okay, it's my scene. All right, that's what's up. Cool. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. All right, bye everybody. Oh, I'm a stickler for we start rehearsal at 3. We out of here at 5. 5 o'clock. I don't do 5:02. I don't do 5:01. I don't do no, wait a minute, y'all. Can we just no? Get in, work. I don't play about nobody's time.
I don't know if you've seen Butter, but Adrian does have an inner lion Ike Turner inside of him. You know Butter, the movie Butter?
Yeah.
He was the pimp.
I can see that in Adrian. I had already cast I was fighting with myself about John Black and Adrian because they got cast at the same time. And I was like, don't want Adrian to play the villain, but John Black had more street.
John Black used to live in a crack house, so yeah, he does have more street.
Well, there you go.
So I'm very. Go ahead.
Oh yes, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Oh, so when I looked at the presentation of Plane, the people that's in it, everything that goes along with it, I was very much interested in stuff, and I would definitely like to check it out. So,
thank you, Adrian. Don't make me cry, cause that was my baby. Like, it took me to produce that and to put my story out there for people to see. And when it opened and it debuted and all 3 shows were sold out, I was like, people are gonna know that's about me. People are gonna know this. And I was like, girl, you went through it to minister to the people. Calm down.
Morgan, guess what? I bet you most creators like me and you put their stories on stage, just put different names on it. Like,
exactly, loosely based.
Like time origin what time was originally going to be was originally going to be a Facebook rant back when I was like super suicidal, right? But after seeing a play where a woman was just sitting in the middle of the stage, it was a short play, a woman was just sitting in the middle of the stage talking to God, that's where it birthed out. And I just put all of my transgressions on script and went to the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's how art is created. We dig deep.
Wow. Yep, we do. That's, for me, it's everything I go through it's inspired by happiness. When I'm in love, I create my best work. When somebody hurts the shit out of me, I create my best work. When I'm just like in between, I'll be like, do. That's when I do my fun stuff, like go bowling and stuff like that. But I do great teaching. I do great teaching when I'm not angry or super happy. But I create my best work when I'm like, oh, he loves me. I'm in love. Or when I say, man, fuck that nigga, man. He don't even know what he had, yo. I'm about to go off, son. Like, yo, I'm about to do this. I'm about to create this whole play. I'm about to do this choreo. I write my choreography down, by the way. I'm sorry. I just went all into character.
I'm sorry. It's okay. It's just, you Nikayla, man, y'all trying to make me look. Y'all trying to change the game for light skinned women, ain't you?
Liz, I'm not light skinned. I'm brown skinned.
You're lighter than I am.
You know when you open the crayon box and they have the brown crayon and then they got the tan crayon. The tan crayon is still brown. They just call it tan. It's almondy. So almonds are brown. I'm almondy.
How long did it take you to come up with that one?
I just was improvising just now.
That was beautiful and a very subjective argument.
Thanks.
But it's all good. So tell me this. You wrote the cabaret. I'm seeing like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a pattern of musicals, right? Because also Finding My Way, right?
Yes.
So if Plane was inspired by a failed relationship, where did Finding My Way come from?
Rasheem Kilo Pugh wrote Find My Way. And with the children's films, he had ideas for the children's films. I just happened to be a theater teacher. And me bringing the kids on, I did the casting. I did the acting coaching. I said, wait a minute, this scene wouldn't happen like this because I'm a teacher and that kid wouldn't act like that. And this teacher wouldn't do that. And this parent wouldn't do that. We got to change this or add this scene in. So those were Rasheem's ideas. He's always wanted to do Disney, Black Disney. He's a Mickey Mouse fan. He loves Disney, just like I do. So when we teamed up to do Find My Way, it was like we just worked. Like our chemistry was super dope on that film because I love children. I love kids. And I already was working with those kids in the classroom when we casted them. When you see Bloom, did you see Find My Way?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Okay, because we have little scenes and stuff on Instagram. But if you watch Find My Way, you'll see some of my older Flowerchild girls are in the movie. You can see the Flowerchild in these artists. You can see it's a style, it's a technique that I teach. It's a technique, and it's even us being at my house all the time together. You can see it. When you watch Bloom Give It Life, you will see it. It's amazing to me. Now what happens is everyone that has come through my path, they go out in the world and push that energy on some more people. Ha!
Go Morgan. Go Morgan. Go Morgan.
Hey, I was about to shout, but that's just how it goes down. Do you have a 2-hour show? You have a 2-hour show?
My show goes as long as I want it to go.
Because I'm sitting here looking at this lesson internalization. I still got 8 pages to type by morning. And I was like, I said, dang, it's late.
Okay, so how much longer do we got you for?
I don't know. I don't want to bore people because I'm not.
You're not boring people.
I would never watch an interview this long. After 30 minutes, I'm out.
You're not boring people.
This is long. Don't nobody want to hear all that. I really would like people to go watch my film and support my film, though.
Plug your film.
Bloom Give It Life is on Vimeo.com/on-demand/Bloom Give It Life. And it's on my Instagram in my what's that thing called? My profile, my bio on Instagram, which is Morgan Flowerchild on Instagram. And you can also find the link on my Facebook. If you scroll my Facebook, you will see the link for Bloom.
Okay, so you're not selling it. You're informing about it, but you're not selling it. Why should I watch Bloom and not, Color Purple or Dreamgirls or one of the
talked about it already. So everything that I talked about tonight is what's in Bloom. But you get to see the behind the scenes. You get to see the blood, sweat, and the tears. You get to see me crying when I leave the classroom and have to leave my kids to go on tour. You see me going through the motions with dancers. You see me fighting the feeling, fighting the art versus the human, the business versus the art. I gotta organize this. I don't want to because I'm tired. I'm crying. This is too much. You see all the flowers talking about how being in Flowerchild Productions has changed their lives. How they were doing this and then being in Flowerchild Productions, now they're doing this and they feel like they found themselves. Like Bloom Giving Life is exactly what it says. It's giving it life. And people that I work with and collaborated with and partner, I don't think there's one project that I've done where I have not collaborated with someone. Everything I do is a collaboration, or someone tells me their vision and I execute it for them, or bring them in and say this, and they're like, yeah. And I'm like, now, what about now? Yeah, that's what I want. Can I add this to it? Yeah, that's cool. Like, I love collaboration and I love to see people's dreams come true. So that's where Bloom Giving Life comes in when you watch it.
So I'm gonna tell you this, Morgan. First of all, it hasn't been 2 hours. It's been like an hour, and it's been like an hour 20, $1:20. Second of all, I think that this dialogue between us, this arts-based dialogue between us and stuff. This is what people are watching as they are trying to raise their artistic repertoire and skill level during this pandemic when everything's shut down, right?
Yeah.
Number three, I don't have anything to do with Flowerchild Productions. I've never collab with you. I never worked with you or anything, but you have had that effect on me, because from the outside looking in, I watch you. I will watch you. I'll watch Tamika Allen. I will watch RL, Ron Lavender. Yes. Even Carlos, when he put up Her Story, His Truth.
Yes.
I will watch all of y'all, and I will take notes and stuff. And I will watch everybody. I will watch Miss Angie and Miss Carrie over at Scrap Metal.
Yes, my mother's.
Your mother is gonna be in my play Aprenda Espanol, going up November 6th.
Carrie
Miss Angie.
Yes, she is awesome. Miss Angela is so awesome. I've known her for so long, since I was started at A&T.
Well, she is going to be in Aprenda Espanol.
She's a great storyteller.
She is, like, she was backstage. She was backstage when I did time, and she looked at me and said, "This is some of the best acting I've ever seen you do."
Wow.
The crazy thing is, I was basically playing myself, but yeah. But it's all of y'all. I stand on y'all's shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only 4 years younger than you, but still, I stand on your shoulders. I'm looking at you, and I'm like, okay, this is what I need to do. Like, I've played the community theater circuit in Winston-Salem and here in Greensboro, and it's been fun. It's a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? That and the two collegiate shows I've been in, the Black Theater Circuit here in Greensboro and Winston that I've also done and whatnot. It's been great, but I know that I'm at the level where I'm like, I need to be creating my own stuff.
Right.
I need to be reaching down and doing what y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Believing myself to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm putting up my own stuff now.
Exactly.
Written, directed, and produced by Adrian Dion Quarles. It looks really good. It looks so much better than looking at the middle of the page and seeing, Adrian Quarles.
And let me tell you something too, Adrian.
Tell me something.
I always tell playwrights in North Carolina to leave North Carolina.
I'm getting up out of here as soon as I can.
And let me tell you, off of the whim, get you a dope commercial for your show, a dope flyer, and guerrilla market that show. and watch and see how an audience who doesn't know you from a can of paint receives your work.
I already got a flyer, but I need to make it. But I do need to get a commercial.
That's when you know how dope you are. Because I did my production playing here, no audience, nobody knew me. And it was Memorial Day weekend, so tickets were scarce, but we did 2 shows. The first show sucked because the lighting, the guy who was supposed to be my stage manager didn't know shit about stage management, claimed he did, got my little security deposit. I didn't pay him the rest, whatever. But I had to make up for it in the 8 o'clock show because the 3 o'clock show sucked ass. And I had people in that show it was still good because I don't produce crap, but because the actors carried the energy. But the 8 o'clock show, the sound, the lighting, everything was on point. And people who don't know me, who saw playing just on Facebook, they saw a flyer in the store or whatever, they bought tickets. They were like, this is a game changer. This is amazing. I knew from that point on, after stepping outside the box and just going out on a limb, that now I'm going to go to another city and do the same thing. I'm going to go to another city and go to another city and go. That's why I'm renting my house, because I just decided, Morgan, you are going to be global, and keep that mindset to go global versus, oh, you're Atlanta based. No, Atlanta has a big population. And if you can't make it in Atlanta, you can't nowhere. Same thing with Greensboro. I tell people, if you can make it in a small pond like Greensboro and people know who you are, you're doing something dope. You're doing something dope. But people get stuck in Greensboro and they think because they have the Greensboro audience that they have an audience. That's why I had to get out of there. I'm like, I need more.
Well, in Aprende Español, there's only 2 Greensboro people up in there, me and Miss Angie.
Love it. I saw that flyer and I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. And I can't wait to see it.
November 6th, 8 p.m. On YouTube Live. Well, basically the same way that we are broadcasting this illustrious conversation. Also, now, you mind if I take a little dip into your personal life real quick?
That's fine.
Okay, before we went up, I asked you what scripture would you recommend, and you said, don't ask me what scripture. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, which I'm kind of like in the same boat. See, when I tell people that I'm spiritual, people say, well, you need to be careful what spirit you letting in there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about that real quick, because I have my definition of being spiritual. You have yours. What's your definition of being spiritual?
My definition of being spiritual is I believe in God. And I say God as the higher power. Whatever higher power is up there, I call him or her God. Some people say Allah. Some people pray to Jesus. Some people pray to Buddha. Some people pray. I have a center where I pray. I have a meditation prayer center in my house. In that center, I have rose oil, which is keeps you connected to the ancestors. I pray to the ancestors because my ancestors are my angels that flow through my blood. See what I'm saying? The Native American ancestors, the African ancestors, even the European Caucasian that flow through my all it is. I'm white. We all are everything. So I pray to the ancestors because their blood is flowing through me. So when I talk to them, it's a spirit realm of what you're feeling in your soul. I feel that God works through me. I feel like I am God. God is there, but I am God. Most people say that's a 5%er. I don't have a name for it. I am practicing treating people right, not stealing. That goes back to I love Proverbs and Psalms in the Bible. I don't get with the religious portion of the Bible, but I love the way of life that is taught in the Bible. How to treat people, treating people the way that you want to be treated. Um, and people take religion and make it so sin and heaven and hell and you do this and that. Live your life, treat people, be compassionate, be empathetic. I feel like the spiritual realm allows you to get in touch with yourself and say, okay, I can't be an addict today. I can't, the smoking, that boom, that's over there. The drinking, that's over there. My sexual addiction, I'm not going lust over this person because I'm married. Like, you have to dig in yourself. You got to invite God into your spiritual realm. You can't go to the Bible and just be quoting scriptures because you ain't practicing nothing. You ain't practicing that relationship. When I step out of my house, my relationship with him is so strong that somebody who practices Baptist, whatever you practice, can't come in my space and tell me shit about my relationship and how I operate as a unit with God. Period. And I stay in my lane. I don't bother nobody. I'm good to people. I don't hurt nobody on purpose. It's so many people in the church that hurt you as soon as you walk in that joint. Soon as you walk in there, well, look what she got on. I don't got time for that.
If you
and then they say, oh, don't allow church hurt to keep you out of the church. Well, guess what? In my house, where I praise him and meditate, or at the creek, I go to the creek and the lake and I meditate and I pray. Ain't nobody, them people ain't there. Nobody's there, just me and God. I don't have to go to church. I like going to church sometimes to hear music. Sometimes there are certain pastors that preach a good word that, they teach from life experiences. And I like those pastors. And I go listen to them because it's like me teaching my classroom about theater and how theater relates to real life.
Theater and the church have been tied together since the beginning.
Oh, it began in Africa when the men used to go hunt for the women. They would come back and do the ritual and show the women how they hunted down the food. That's where theater began. And then it went to Greek. But guess what? The history books tell us that theater began in Greece with white people, with Greeks. But it began in Africa. Rituals.
So to speak to that, and I'm sorry I'm taking up so much of your time, but dang, I was hoping you would say you fine. But anyway,
no, because I told you what my situation is with the school system, and I talked to you so much today on the messenger that I lost time and I didn't get it finished.
So we about to wrap this mug up. Give me 10 more minutes, please.
It'll be 10:50.
All right, 5 more minutes.
Go ahead.
I love you, Morgan.
I love you more. Let's come on.
All right. But anyway, to speak to that, I agree with all that. I agree with all that you said and stuff. I have a friend who is like befuddled, wondering why I haven't been attending community group and whatnot and stuff. I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. Not that I'm not feeling it, but just I don't, at this particular juncture in my life, I don't feel something pulling me to be at every single meeting, every single service or anything. I'm feeling like, I want to search more the more spiritual aspect, because God is a spirit. And when you say that you are God and stuff, you are a God, a goddess. I am a God, and that's scriptural. That's in the Bible. Psalm 82:6. I say you are gods, you are children of Most High. John 10:34. Doesn't your holy scripture say that you are gods? Now, as we wrap this up, because I don't want to step on anyone's feet about their occupations and whatnot and stuff. Morgan, if someone wanted to hit you up, contact you, to tell you how dope your movie Bloom, how dope Plane is, how dope Finding My Way, everything that you touch is, how much they watched that Curve video and wanted to propose to you. How could they contact you?
Curve. I'm trying to figure out what that Curve video is. Curve. Contact me at Instagram.com/Morgan Flowerchild is my Instagram, Morgan Flowerchild. From my Morgan Flowerchild, you will be connected to Plain and New Age Cabaret, Flowerchild Choreo, and Flowerchild Productions Incorporated, which is my nonprofit, my community service business. You can also find me at flowerchildlife.com, FLOWERCHILDLIFE.com. You can also find me at youtube.com, Flowerchild Productions. If you Google Morgan Flowerchild or Flowerchild Productions, you will find all of my social media handles. I think that's it.
All right, cool. And
Adrian, you are the bomb. Thank you so much for having me.
I was about to throw out my contact info real quick. Dang.
Oh, my bad. I thought they know you. Like, this your show.
Yeah. Tell me how great I am in just a few seconds. Now, if you want to contact me, for all Morgan's people, you want to contact me. My email is adq4christ@gmail.com. My Instagram handle is Dion Chocolate Guy 85. My Twitter is Avenue ADQ_85. And on Facebook, I am Adrian Dion Quarles, ADRIAN DION QUARLES. Please don't call CIA on me. Morgan.
Ha!
Number one, all Morgan's people, check out Aprender Español, November 6th, Zoom, YouTube. Check it out. I wrote it, producing it, directing it, acting in it, doing my thing. Morgan.
Yes.
For all that you write, for all the stories that you put up, for how you act, for how you help so many up and coming artists and whatnot. You, ma'am, are a needed, beloved, necessary, and dire member of the Renaissance. Your people are better because of you.
Thank you so much.
Now tell me how awesome I am.
You're amazing. I appreciate you, and you keep doing your thing and inspiring others, because what we do is a ministry. It is never about us. It's about the audience and those who need us. We save the world. We change the world. We change people's hearts and minds through what we do. And I will never downplay that. Never downplay the fact that God chose you to tell stories. Never, always know your worth, because he gave you that talent so that you can eat good, so that you can pay your rent, so that you can help others. He will make sure that you're good and to live with your gifts and talents that he gave you. Too many people say, oh, and yeah, it's measly. It ain't. Yes, it is. It is your occupation. It is your job. Just like somebody that does cashiering at McDonald's, just like somebody that runs Macy's, just like somebody that daggone works at the bodega, at the corner store. I don't care. You are a minister in your own right, and you are chosen. So you know your worth, and you treat yourself as a God.
I'm giving you a big hug next time I see you.
Yes, I will be there October 17th weekend. And
I didn't think you were gonna be there that quick.
I'm in Greensboro all the time because I just got booked with Princess Johnson. I'm directing her musical. So I'm gonna be there the whole month of November, but I have to come there for some rehearsals in October. I'm coming for an event in October. My parents are celebrating their 50-year anniversary on the 17th. I'm always in Greensboro, always. I just don't tell anybody.
Tell me, we should get up for a cup of coffee.
Yes, I definitely will, Adrian, because Adrian, yes. I wanted to call you Quarles. I don't know what the hell, or Dion. Okay. That's a great
my
thing.
last name on my middle name. Go ahead. Shoot.
Exactly. Quarles. Hey, Dion. But yes, we will definitely do that because I'm very interested in what you have going on, and I want to see how we can collaborate or partner on something. I know I don't try to force partnerships or collaborations. Things really just God just puts things in perspective for you, and I don't think this was a mistake today. Having the awesome we talked so much today before the show. Like we should have been. That was an interview in itself.
Ain't you sick
But
of me
it's all
yet?
good. Huh?
Ain't you sick of me yet?
No, you good. You good. I just I'm over people right now. I'm hungry. I'm about to cook, and I'm about to finish these lesson plan and turn up. I'm not going to bed. I have my first class at 7:30.
There you go. And I don't have to work until 8 o'clock. And my big announcement, real quick, is Scrap Mill is going to be putting up readings of 2 plays. They're going to be putting up a reading of King Hedley II. King Hedley II. I'm going to be in it. What am I playing?
Hey!
I'm playing King Hedley.
Yes, Adrian. I gotta come see you.
It's going to be online. It's
Well,
going to be online.
I'm
It's
gonna
going to be
come see
online
you.
reading. So what?
I'm gonna come see you.
Thank you so much. I mean, these are going. This stuff is going down before aprender español. But yes, and also they're going to be putting up a reading of Gem of the Ocean, and I'm going to be playing Barlow.
You better go off. That's what go off is about. You know that?
I thought Go Off was beautiful light-skinned women doing their thing.
Nope. Go off is for men. It means follow your dreams. Go off is creative freedom.
I feel you.
Yep. Thank you for having me. I'm about to get to work.
Do your thing, Morgan. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for your energy and thank you for your craft.
Thank you. I love you.
Love you too. Have a good night.
You too. And that go at this hair, man. Sheesh. And that was ADQ'S Renaissance. Yes.